Melania suddenly drops everything to share something she is proud of, but look who showed up to attack her. President Trump has been dealing with more prejudice since taking office than any president in recent history. Apparently being a white male in a position of power is now a reason to prejudge and rail at a person, no matter how they got their power. Never mind that a lot of the president's supporters are women or that he won the election by appealing to everyone from all walks of life. He wanted a woman lost, so, therefore, he's anti-woman and feminism is being set back hundreds of years. I bet he even eats sandwiches prepared by women. Disgusting. Not that we think the facts will sway anyone who wants to mindlessly follow the left and feminist, however, everything that the president has done since entering office shows that he values qualities more than he cares about who possesses them. His campaign manager was the first woman to lead a president to victory, his press secretary is a woman, as are several other high-level cabinet members, appointed by the president himself. His disregard for gender stereotypes was demonstrated again by this picture of the West Wing interns. Check out what Melania Trump shared with us from her Flotus Twitter account. Via Conservative Tribune. Leftists and progressive feminists in particular have long accused Donald Trump and his administration of being anti-women. However, the prominent positions of Kellyanne Conway, Betsy DeVos, Sarah Huckabee Sanders and others in White House has completely debunked that notion. Now, a recent photograph shared by First Lady Melania Trump confirmed that fact, showing women are being hired at all levels in the White House. The photograph showed the First Lady posing with 4 East Wing interns, the majority of them female. Thank you to all of our East Wing interns for their dedication. The future is bright with these hard workers. The First Lady captioned the photograph on social media. Of course, you won't hear a word about this from leftists because it destroys their narrative that President Donald Trump and the Republican Party is full of old men who regularly practice sexism and misogyny. As pointed out by that conservative girl on Mad World News, those on the left have been notably quiet about the male-to-female intern ratio at the White House. We wish these ladies well on their endeavor to help the president make America great again, while proving feminists wrong in the process. Isn't that curious? If the president really did have a problem with women or think that they were in some way inferior, it seems like he wouldn't allow them to have positions all around him, even interning for him and his staff. If he really thought that women were inferior, he wouldn't depend on them for such key roles in leading the nation. Say what you will about the president, but his actions speak way louder than your words. He actually seems to have gained this reputation by treating women the same way he treats men. He doesn't tolerate incompetence in anyone, and holding women to the same standard as men are what has gotten him into all this trouble. There is a distinct chance that there are more men eligible for the positions that he has been filling in his business and in the White House roles, but that's not his fault. If women really want to be treated the same as men, they ought to be thrilled with the equal consideration and lack of exceptions given by the commander-in-chief. In stark contrast, the loyal followers of Michelle Obama who supposedly go high and support women in all things have been attacking Melania relentlessly. Apparently, it's okay to be liberated by growing out your underarm hair, but not by making a living in modeling. Yeah, those seem like the comments of the tolerant and female-loving crowd that supports all women. There really was a time in the Western world, and still is in other places, where women were treated as subhuman, bought and sold and generally had a miserable time of it. Feminism had a few great qualities as far as getting us the right to vote etc. The problem is that women were used as pawns back then, and we've come full circle. Now that we have the ability to do all these things, we're now being taken advantage of by groups who want to convince us that we are being abused when we're just getting what we asked for. We asked to be treated as equal to men, and now we are. We're expected to show up when we have cramps. We expected to leave our children and go back to work just as quickly as men after they are born because that's what we asked for. Now, you may or may not want to be treated that way, but if you want to be as valued and hireable as a man on exactly the same merits as a man, you can't be complaining when you're not given special exceptions that a man doesn't get. The president has made it abundantly clear that he's not anti-women. He is, however, anti-blubbering, whining, exception-demanding weaklings who expect handouts and cry foul to get what they want. As am I, and as you should be. Share if you're tired of hearing these lies about the president. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe Breaking News 365 channel. Goodbye and see you again.